Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to go over some Steam game news and updates. A little bit of a new feature on Steam, as you can add something to your showcase if you want to showcase something about the Steam replay. We'll talk all about that. Playable Requiem has gotten a brand new update with some fixes and updates. Want to note a couple of notable Steam releases this week, and kind of an unfortunate thing about the new releases. I feel like a game that should be getting promoted a little bit more isn't being promoted enough on Steam, but that's just my 2 cents. We'll talk about it when we get to it, and got a bit of a Steam Deck update for you guys. A notable game at that is now playable on the deck. More on that at the end of this video, but as Pavel noted on Twitter, you can now add Steam Replay as a showcase to your profile. If you are proud about your Steam Replay, unlike me, maybe showcase it on your profile page and let your boys know and let your friends know what games you've been playing over the course of 2022. I'm a little bit embarrassed about my Steam Replay because Halo Infinite was, in fact, my most played game of 2022. And the fact that that is the case, honestly, I should be absolutely slapped for that. Maybe not slapped in the sense of what they're doing on the slap fighting championships or whatever, but I deserve a good hard smack for that one. Nonetheless, I played a lot of great games in 2022. The fact that Halo Infinite is my top played game is kind of embarrassing. Dying Light 2 was actually one of my top played games as well. I forgot how much time I put into it. I have like 30 or 40 hours in the game, but I was surprised that was one of my top played games. Just because that game was like good, but I think a lot of people consider that game mid. Nonetheless, wanted to make note of that if you want to deck out your Steam page right now. Alright, moving on from that, Plague Tale Requiem, one of the notable titles of 2022. A lot of people played it on Game Pass, so it probably won't be a part of your Steam Replay, but nonetheless, a new patch has dropped for that game. It notes fixed random crashes or blockers that could happen in some chapters, and also implemented ray tracing in the graphics settings. Now, it does note just shadows and ambient occlusion, so if you wanted ray tracing reflections, like, okay, that's a little bit of a bummer, but nonetheless, that is available. However, ray tracing in Plague Tale Requiem, like, bruh, you better have like a 4000 series GPU if you're trying to do something like that, because Plague Tale Requiem is already a super demanding game. I believe this is one of those games that do recommend like a 3070 or something like that. So, this is a super intensive game. On PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, it's a lock 30 frames per second, so it's not even going the 60 route. So, it's a fantastic game. Like, Plague Tale is awesome, and it's really been one of the surprising gems over the last, half decade or so as far as new IPs go. Like, Plague Tale has been awesome, and I did not expect Plague Tale Innocence kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I don't even remember, like, if there was a lot of buzz leading into the release of that game, but he came out and turned out to be a fantastic game, and Asabo Studio, now a pretty notable studio as far as what they're working on, and the fact that Requiem and I believe Innocence are both in Game Pass, like, you can play these games super, super cheap, so nice update there. If you do have a PC that can handle it, maybe check out the ray tracing option in the graphics setting as well. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to highlight a couple of Steam game releases. Obviously, the big one today, Persona 3 Portable, has dropped, currently sitting at a very positive reception on Steam, 507 reviews, 80% positive, so definitely a far cry from Persona 4 Golden. It seems like a lot of people are like, yo, a disappointing port in the sense that it is P3P and not P3 FES. It doesn't look fantastic. It is $19.99 at the end of the day. Like, if you want to play, like, go ahead and play it. Like, I think you're gonna have a good time with it. I would have liked FES as well, but P3 Portable, from my recollection of it, like, I played it on the PSP. I think I played it on, like, my PSP Go. Like, what a throwback that is. But, nonetheless, I enjoyed it. Definitely, I liked FES better. Like, I still have a sealed copy of the OG Persona 3 Special Edition on PS2. Some reason I have that, but, like, nonetheless, I played FES, really enjoyed FES. Fantastic soundtrack, really dark story, compelling story. I did like Persona 4 better, and ultimately, I did like Persona 5 better. Persona 3 is probably, the lowest I would rank among the three, but, like, yo, all three games are great. It's kind of like Metro, where, like, Metro Exodus is probably my least favorite of the three Metro games, but all of them are really good. BioShock 2, least favorite of the BioShock games, but it's still a really good game. Same thing with Persona 3. Least favorite of the three Persona games that are notable to a lot of people. I know, like, Persona 3 kind of falls victim, or Persona in general kind of falls victim to that Fallout 3 syndrome, where it's like, oh, it starts with Persona 3. Nonetheless, P3P available right now. Kind of disappointing here. A Space from the Unbound, is available on Steam right now as well. It's a game I've been talking about on this channel as well. Why I'm a little bit bummed out by it is the fact that as of the recording of this video, it's not in the new and trending section. It's in the, new releases section, but I feel like this game should be promoted. Hopefully they do change that, and by the time you guys are watching this video, maybe that's been changed. Nonetheless, this is a throwback pixel graphics, story-driven title. Really cool game from an art style standpoint, and if you want a narrative that tackles some more, not mature themes, anxiety, depression, stuff like that, this game looks pretty darn interesting. It's 10% off right now as a launch discount, $17.99. The studio was nice enough to hook me up with a review copy of the game. I still have to jump into it and kind of busy with some other stuff right now, but I definitely want to talk about this game a little bit more as I plan to play it probably over the weekend. And yeah, if you're interested, add it to the wish list if nothing else. I think this is a game that a lot of people it'll be right up their alley. If you're into story-driven games, if you like the pixel graphics look, something to have on your radar. There is a deluxe edition that's $28.47. It includes the soundtrack, art book, stuff like that. There's also a demo available if you do want to check that out. So yeah, want to give that game a shout because it definitely deserves a little bit more buzz than it's getting. Lastly, I do want to note over on the Steam Deck, the Division 2 is now playable. This is coming from Steam Deck HQ. They dropped an update for the Division 2 on January the 18th, fixed an issue that caused the game to be unable to boot on the Steam Deck. I was playing Division 2 on the deck actually, but I was playing it through remote play. I've been on a remote play kick with my deck where I'm streaming games from my PC to the deck, where I was shocked at how good games run using remote play just because of how my setup is. It works out perfectly where the streaming works perfectly, and yeah, playing Red Dead 2 ultra settings at 60 frames per second and not having input lag through streaming, I was blown away by that. This is the hack of all hacks that I didn't know that I needed in my life, but yes, I did need that in my life. Nonetheless, I think most of you guys want to play your games natively on the deck, and now the Division 2 is playable. The only thing is, the reason it's playable and not verified is because you have to go through Uplay and you have to do all the nonsense signing in. I wish Uplay was just done away with. It would make things a lot more streamlined on the deck as well. That's the case with the Rockstar launcher as well with Red Dead, but once you log in once, it should be good to go. When I had Red Dead 2 installed on my deck, when I logged in once with Rockstar, then it was good to go after that. Same thing with Uplay as well. I have Assassin's Creed 4 installed on my deck. You guys know I gotta have AC4 installed on every platform. I should install AC4 on my fridge because that's how much I go back to that game. Nonetheless, Division 2, if you're trying to jump into that, is playable on the deck, and it is $9 right now, 70% off. The Warlords of New York edition, which includes the base game, that's $18. You could just buy the Division 2, see how it runs on your PC or the deck, and then buy Warlords from New York after that, because they're $9 a pop. You don't actually get a discount if you buy the complete edition, the Warlords from New York edition. So yeah, bear that in mind. But that is going to do it for me. Again, you can add Steam Replay as a showcase to your profile right now. Playtale Requiem gets a bit of an update, ray tracing in the graphics setting. Pack a lunch as far as your PC goes, if you can run that, because that's going to be pretty intensive. P3 Portable, available now on Steam. Space from the Unbound, available now on Steam. Add that to your wish list if nothing else. I think that's a game that deserves a little bit more buzz, in the Division 2, playable on the deck. That'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.